here because Emy Margaret Wilhelm allegedly put a sticker on Erich Fischer's shop window. It hasn't even been proven that she did put the sticker up, but even if she did, to then be brought on charges of malicious damage to property is, as far as we're concerned, completely ludicrous. It was one sticker and it hasn't even been proven. The other reason why we're here is because the fur industry is one of the cruelest on the planet. It is inherently cruel. There is absolutely no justification for the existence of the fur industry. People don't need fur, and it causes immense suffering, and it is environmentally unfriendly. A lot of people think that fur and leather are the same. There's actually a huge difference. Although we would, in a perfect world for us, people wouldn't wear any animal products. But leather is a byproduct of the meat industry, which is pretty well regulated in most countries. However, fur is a separate industry. Animals are kept lifelong in horrendous conditions in order to be killed in inhumane ways. They are not gently put to death. They are strangled. They are clubbed to death. Many of them are taken by their hind legs and their heads are bashed against the floor. And all of that for a completely unnecessary fashion item, namely fur. In this day and age, people don't need fur to keep warm. They can keep warm just with man-made products. Yeah.
A lot of the animals are wild animals, that like foxes and things like that are not that they are forced into cages like the battery chickens, and they are incredibly stressed. They all day long they run backwards and forwards in the cage. They suffer mentally and then they suffer physically.
And many animals are actually caught in steel jaw traps, animals in the wild. Very often they spend days slowly bleeding to death. And many of them actually start gnawing off their own limbs in an effort to escape. So the whole thing is just rather horrendous. We as human beings do not have the right to do that to other sentient beings.
What Erich Fischer claims is that his furs are
origin assured.
Are origin assured, but that is absolute lies. We got footage of animals that are kept in cages, and you can see the horrendous conditions they're kept in. And this is there are groups all over the world exposing this. He says he gets his furs from Europe, but Europe is as bad as any other country as far as cruelty goes. On 50/50, Erich Fischer claimed he had footage to show how humanely his furs were sourced. And when the presenter on 50/50 asked him to submit it, he said he would, and he's never. This was in 2008. He's never submitted that. He's been asked repeatedly to submit the footage, and he's never submitted that. So it's all lies.
Furrier Robert Fischer says he only trades in furs that are cultivated on farms, and that those farms are run according to strict international rules.
The housing of these animals is so humane, and footage will be shown. We do have footage of that.
In the end, Robert's sources couldn't supply the footage.